I, 33F, am being accused of being in a Reddit cult by my 35M fiancé. I posted from my account, but deleted to do a throwaway. Together 5.5 years. Title: I am currently out of state visiting a friend, and today at 3 a.m., he asked me why I didn't tell him about secret languages on Reddit. I've been on Reddit since 2012, and he is brand new to it. I am honestly so confused about whatever he's talking about. I tried looking it up on Reddit and YouTube and found nothing. I asked him to send me an example because I'm lost, and he sends me r/language learning. I'm like, that's just learning new actual languages? I guess he also went to see which subreddits I'm in and says that r/generationology and r/sneaky background feet are a part of this secret language Reddit cult. I need answers because I truly feel like he's losing his mind. This isn't first time he's accused me of posts on Reddit that he thinks I wrote on a throwaway or something because he was too similar to our situation. He's becoming obsessed with it. Edit. He also mentioned something about when people write sorry language is not my native tongue before typing out a story as code for something. I said that's just so if they mess up grammar people know why. Edit. I posted screenshots to my profile. Has he had mental health issues in the past? This sounds like what he's dealing with. Any family you could talk to? Your fiancé needs immediate mental health assistance, and you need to find another place to stay in the meantime. You're not safe. It sounds psychotic. The paranoia, the interpretation/symbolism, and the a priori evidence. He definitely should be assessed, and you should keep in a safe distance. Because you are at the center of a paranoia. Can you contact his parents or a trusted person near him? He's almost certainly experiencing some form of paranoid delusion and needs medical intervention. Do not go home after your trip until you know he has been assessed and isn't a threat. Just seconding everyone who is saying your fiancé needs immediate mental health intervention and you need to stay away from him. I really hope that you take this seriously. If his fixation is you being in a cult, then any escalations will almost certainly be directed towards you. Someone in his situation can become violent, even if there's no history of violence. Please go anywhere but where he is. You need to protect yourself. Sounds like a mental breakdown, honestly, maybe psychosis. He needs help. I, 20F, learned my boyfriend, 19M, is a feeder. We've been dating for a little over 3 years and have been living together for a year. I've been suspecting it for a couple months, but I finally brought it up last week, and he confirmed it. I know absolutely nothing about it, and I guess I just want some questions answered. He is constantly playing or touching my stomach and kind of pressuring me to gain weight. He is constantly buying me food and giving praises for meals I've eaten and saying I could be bigger. I'm not really sure how I didn't connect the dots for 3 fucking years. I really just have questions, and I know nobody can answer them better than himself, so I really just kind of want to know how to ask him. I just can't figure out a way to talk about it because I don't want to sound like I'm demanding answers. Since we've talked about it last, he's been way more bold about it. The first question I really want answers for is, does he still like my body currently? Would he be satisfied with the way I look now if I still looked the same in 5 years? I know there's more to a relationship than my body, but everything always somehow circles back to specifically my stomach. I've never really been an athletic person, but I've been thin for all of my life. I have been interested in gaining weight, but not a ton, and certainly not for somebody's fetish. I'm quite embarrassed on the entire topic. End it. This man will push you to eat yourself to death for his sexual gratification. Fucking run, and do not look back. Run like your tampon string is on fire. Feeders deliberately pressure their partners to destroy their health for their own sexual pleasure. If he actually loved you, he would want you to be healthy. He doesn't care about you, and if you give in to his pressure, you're going to regret it forever. You should never be in a relationship with someone who wants to change fundamental things about you/your body for their own selfish pleasure/preferences. End things. I'd recommend cross-posting in the BDSM advice subreddit. Not only will you get more comprehensive feedback, but you may get input from other folks who are into the same kink. It's a really helpful subreddit, and they will give you great advice on how to have this conversation with your BF. But also, it's okay for you to say no and not engage in this kink with him. You are allowed to have boundaries, and you should never feel pressured to do something you aren't comfortable with. Leave. That's a fetish that would ruin your life. I could never feel safe with someone like that. And he's been slowly building the pressure for 3 years, girl. That means he's patient enough to plot on you and wait loudly crying face. I would be fucking terrified. He's waiting for the perfect moment to shyly ask you to give up control of your visual identity and let him decide what your body should look like. That's invasive as fuck and completely inappropriate and edging towards abusive behavior. I would literally look at him as a predator. My girlfriend F25 doesn't want to live with me M29 after 5 years. My girlfriend and I have been together for 5 years. Overall, it's been a relatively healthy relationship. Things were fine until she decided to move back home for a reset and family time, which was several thousand km away. She was gone for 8 months, but we made it work. Now she's moving back. I asked if she wanted to move in with me, but she doesn't want to. For context, I own my place, so she wouldn't need to pay rent. I can financially support her while she finds a job here. I offered to buy any furniture/rearrange things however she'd like to make sure she feels comfortable. Instead, she would rather move to a town 5 hours away, live off student loans, and put herself into debt every month. She planned this without talking to me about it, and today she told me she already signed a lease. The only reason she gave was, I don't want to move in based off finances. Her actions make it feel like she doesn't want to be with me, but her words say she does. What do you guys think about this situation? Edit. Her school is online, so there is no commute. The only reason I can think of is cost of living is less, and her sister is in the same town, versus where I am in a big city. The reset was simply due to mental health and wanting some family time. Nothing more, nothing less. It just happens to be that her family lives far away. Things were fine until she decided to move back home for a reset and family time, which was several thousand km away. She was gone for 8 months. It kind of sounds like things weren't fine if she fucked off thousands of kilometers away from you for the better part of a year. It sounds like she was already having doubts and needed space and time to think. And now she's planning to put down roots in another town hours away and signed a lease without even discussing it beforehand? Sounds very much like she's too cowardly to break up and is hoping either to slow fade or to push you away enough that you do it for her. Whatever she's doing, what's clear is that she does not want to build a future with you. I'm sorry she's not being direct. Actions speak louder than words. Listen to what's louder. She doesn't want to be with you anymore, but maybe she just can't say it. Wait, is this girl in school? Why would she move in with you if you live 5 hours away from her university? The student loan comment is confusing. Whatever the case, sounds like you are in 2 different stages in life and can't bridge the gap. You want to put roots down where you are, and she still wants time to build on her own somewhere else. You're being too vague, and it's hard to get a real assessment without answering these questions. 1. What does reset mean in this context? 2. Why did she feel she needed family time? Was someone sick? 3. Is the move 5 hours away to attend university? Sounds like she doesn't want a financially unbalanced living situation. Moving in with another person is a very unequal experience compared with moving in to a new place together. Assuming she wants to continue the relationship, perhaps she wants to wait until you can do it on more equal terms when she can pay her own way and won't get stuck feeling obliged to do the large majority of domestic work out of recompense. The 5 hours away is odd, but you don't mention why she chose that place in particular. Is it for a job she likes? 30 male, my girlfriend, 26 female, slept with her best friend's boyfriend. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Before that time, she obviously had a past, which is fine. I do too. In her past, she slept with a guy who was at the time on a break from his current girlfriend. No big deal. Fast forward a few years, she has become best friends with the guy's girlfriend, which she met through mutual friends. I'm not sure if she knows that both of them have slept together, and it's not my business to say anything. Where it gets uncomfortable for me, though, is she has been having sleepovers at this friend's house with him there as they live together. Is it my own insecurities making me feel weird about this? How do other people feel about this situation? No, that behavior is suspicious and disrespectful. No sleepovers with anyone I've already banged is not a hard boundary to keep in order to make your partner feel secure in the relationship. And if she does not realize or will not acknowledge that, then you need lots of space from her immediately. Might be a tiny chance they brought your girlfriend back in for a threesome. Having sleepovers at that age is very strange. Couples who want to bring in a third person often use prior hookups. Don't be an idiot. You know the answer. I'm sorry, man, but it sounds like your girlfriend is their unicorn. No one does sleepovers with a couple as an adult unless something was going on. I am one of the least jealous people you could imagine, and I find this weird AF. I think not wanting her to spend the night when the boyfriend is there is reasonable, but if she doesn't think that, would you worry she'd hide it from you when he's there? I feel like maybe kindly talk to her about it and see how she responds. I can't imagine someone would be defensive or upset about that making you uncomfortable unless they had something to hide. I'd also straight up ask her if the girlfriend knows, but that's just me. Not really your business, but I'd want to know because if not, that doesn't look amazing for her character, to me. Being able to hide that from a close friend would concern me. If the girlfriend knows and doesn't care, then that's that. Who still does sleepovers at 26? Let alone at an ex-hookup's place without their boyfriends there?